Good morning everybody. So today we are going to discuss about Gauss law and its applications. So in the last class we studied about electrical flux and we know that the formula to calculate electrical flux is close integration E dot ds or E ds cos theta, and we see that the flux may be positive, may be negative, may be zero. So hence the electric lines of force enter the surface, positive flux. When electric lines of force exit the surface, it gives negative flux, and if the angle between area vector and electric field is 90 degree, it gives zero flux. Okay, so now first of all we study about area vector. So we know that area is a scalar physical quantity. Length, breadth and area, we already know that these are the scalar physical quantity, but in physics sometimes we treat area as a vector physical quantity and whose direction is along the outward drawn normal. So when we consider infinitesimally very small area of a big area, in that case we treat that small area as area vector and whose direction is along the outward drawn normal. Okay, so generally area is a scalar physical quantity, but when we consider very small area of a large surface then the small area is considered as area vector. Okay, so generally area is a scalar physical quantity, but when we consider very small area of a large surface, then the small area is considered as area vector. तो जेते बेले आमे गोटे बहुत बड़ जगार छोटिया पार्ट कंसीडर करिबा, सेते बेले से छोटिया पार्ट टाको आमे वेक्टर हिसाब रे ट्रीट करिबा एंड हुज डायरेक्शन एंड द direction of area vector is along the outward drawn normal. ओके एवं जहार डायरेक्शन है आउटवर्ड नॉर्मल तार माने बाहर आड़ को वर्धित लंब. ओके तो दिस इज द एरिया वेक्टर। तो आम जानिले जितेबाला गोटे बहुत बड़ा सरफेस रो इनफाइनाइटेसिमल स्मॉल एरिया कंसीडर करा जाए सेतेबेले सेटा को आम वेक्टर हिसाब से ट्रीट करती एवं जार डायरेक्शन है आउटवर्ड ड्रॉन नॉर्मल। तो सपोज दिस इज ए बिग सरफेस हैविंग सरफेस एरिया S। तो नाउ आई कंसीडर इनफाइनाइटेसिमल वेरी स्मॉल एरिया, ए वेरी स्मॉल पार्ट of this large area। तो this is ds and this is the area vector and whose direction n cap is along this direction, that is outward drawn normal। तो गोटे बहुत बड़ जगार मु गोटे छोटिया पार्ट कंसीडर कली, तो ये छोटिया पार्टा को आम वेक्टर हिसाब से ट्रीट कर एंड जार डायरेक्शन आसीबो आउटवर्ड ड्रॉन नॉर्मल। ओके, तो दिस इज द एरिया वेक्टर। मैथमेटिकली area vector, so we know that vector equal to magnitude into unit vector, that is n cap into ds। okay, n cap है unit vector और outward drawn normal gives the direction of area vector, gives the direction of area vector। okay, तो mathematically the area vector is written as ds vector is equal to n cap into ds, where n cap is the unit vector or outward drawn normal gives the direction of area vector। okay, so this is all about area vector। so now we discuss about Gaussian surface। So our next point of discussion is Gaussian surface। So what is Gaussian surface? Now it is an imaginary surface। The Gaussian surface, it is an imaginary surface enclosing the charge or charge distribution। okay, so it is an imaginary surface enclosing the charge or charge distribution। तो Gaussian surface गोटे है imaginary surface जी चार्ज को एनक्लोज करके रखी थाए बा चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को एनक्लोज करके रखी थाए। सेकेंड पॉइंट है it is of any shape and size। तो Gaussian surface टा जेकोसी शेप आउ साइज रो हेई परिबो, सर्कुलर, स्पेरिकल, सिलिंड्रिकल, तो जेकोसी शेप एंड साइज रो हेई परिबो। Okay. Third point is in case of a point charge Gaussian surface is a sphere of any radius with point charge at center. Okay. The Gaussian surface, first point is it is an imaginary surface enclosing the charge or charge distribution. Second point is it is of any shape and size. Third is in case of a point charge, Gaussian surface is a sphere of any radius with point charge at the center. Okay. The Gaussian surface है गोटे इमेजिनरी सरफेस जी कौन करे चार्ज को एनक्लोज करी थाए बा चार्ज डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन को एनक्लोज करी थाए एटा जेकोसी शेप साइज रही पारिबो जदि गोटे पॉइंट चार्ज अच्छी ताले गॉसियन सरफेसटा गोटे स्फीयर हबो जेकोसी रेडियस रो आउ पॉइंट चार्जटा सेंटर रे रहिबो. ओके. तो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट गॉसियन सरफेस. तो मन कर यहाँ गोटे पॉइंट चार्ज एंड यहाँ गोटे इमेजिनरी दिस इज द इमेजिनरी सरफेस एनक्लोजिंग द चार्ज एंड दिस इज द रेडियस ऑफ द स्फीयर. तो गोटे पॉइंट चार्ज अच्छी तो इमेजिनरी सरफेसटा गोटे स्फीयर हम तो जार सेंटर रे पॉइंट चार्ज रहा एवं एटा है रेडियस. तो दिस सरफेस इज नोन एज Gaussian surface and which enclose the charge and this is the point charge. So I am drawing a diagram of Gaussian surface. So here at the point O there is a point charge Q. So since it is a point charge, Gaussian surface looks like a sphere with radius r and at center the point charge is situated. Okay. So this is all about Gaussian surface. So next, our next point of discussion is after area vector and Gauss law. Next point of discussion is Gauss law. So after area vector and Gaussian surface, we discuss about Gauss law. So what is Gauss law? Now the statement of Gauss law is the total outward electric flux through any closed surface through any closed surface of any shape and size of any shape and size, the total outward electric flux through any closed surface of any shape and size in an electric field is equal to 1 by E naught times total charge enclosed by the surface. Okay, so this is the statement of the Gauss law. What is Gauss law? Now the total outward electric flux linked through any closed surface of any shape and size in an electric field is equal to 1 by E naught times total charge enclosed by the surface. Okay, तो गॉस लॉ कहला गोटे क्लोज सरफेस रे माने प्रथम कथा है टू अप्लाई गॉस लॉ वी नीड क्लोज सरफेस. इन केस ऑफ ए ओपन सरफेस वी कैन नॉट अप्लाई गॉस लॉ टू कैलकुलेट इलेक्ट्रिकल फ्लक्स. तो गॉस लॉ अप्लाई करबा पई हेले हमको क्लोज सरफेस दरकार अछि. यदि ओपन सरफेस अछि सेठी हमें गॉस लॉ को अप्लाई करी कि इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स कैलकुलेट करि परिबो नहीं. तो फर्स्ट थिंग यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दैट फॉर एप्लीकेशन ऑफ गॉस लॉ वी नीड ए क्लोज सरफेस और वी कैन नॉट अप्लाई गॉस लॉ इन केस ऑफ ओपन सरफेस एंड यूज इट टू कैलकुलेट द फ्लक्स. तो गॉस लॉ कहला गोटे क्लोज सरफेस रो इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स टा केते हबो ना 1 by E naught टाइम्स जेति की चार्ज से सरफेस भीतर थिबो. ओके, तो गोटे क्लोज सरफेस रो इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स टा केते हबो ना 1 by E naught टाइम्स जेति की चार्ज से सरफेस भीतर थिबो. तो टोटल आउटवर्ड इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स थ्रू एनी क्लोज सरफेस ऑफ एनी शेप एंड साइज in an electric field is equal to 1 by E naught times total charge enclosed by the surface. Okay. Mathematically total outward flux phi E is equals to close integration E vector dot ds vector is equal to 1 by E naught times total charge q. So this is the mathematical form of Gauss law. Flux equal to close integration E vector dot ds vector is equal to 1 by E naught times total charge enclosed by the surface. Suppose this is a surface enclosing charge. This is a surface enclosing charge plus q. So since this is positive charge, the electric field along this direction, that is away from positive charge. Suppose this is the very small area, that is area vector, infinitesimal small area, and this is the direction of area vector n cap. outward drawn normal, and this angle is theta. Okay, so mathematically the formula to calculate the electrical flux by using Gauss law is flux is equal to surface integration E vector dot ds vector is equal to 1 by A naught into total charge Q. So this is the diagram. So here E is the electric field intensity, ds is the area vector, this is the direction of area vector along the outward drawn normal. This is the direction of electric field intensity E, and we see that theta is the angle between electric field intensity and area vector. Okay, so this is all about the Gauss law. Here we should remember that for application of Gauss law we need a closed surface. In case of open surface we cannot use Gauss law. Okay. So here E equals to electric field, E equals to electric field, ds vector is equal to area vector, and theta equal to angle between E vector and ds vector, and Q equals to total charge Q equals to total charge, and E naught is equal to permittivity of air. So the various symbols used in this formula is E equal to electric field, ds area vector, theta angle between electric field and area vector, Q total charge, E naught permittivity of air. Okay, so this is all about Gauss law. So now we are going to discuss about application of Gauss law. Application of Gauss law. Okay, the first application of Gauss law is derivation. Number one application is derivation of Coulomb's law. So here by using Gauss law we can derive Coulomb's law. The first application is derivation of Coulomb's law from Gauss law. Okay. Now to derive, suppose a point charge Q situated at point O. To derive Coulomb's law we consider a point charge Q present at point O. So since this is a point charge, the Gaussian surface of this charge is spherical in shape with this charge as center and of any radius. तो वर्तमान आमे Coulomb's law को डेरिवेशन करबा पई गोटे पॉइंट चार्ज कंसीडर कलु. तो जेहेतु एटा पॉइंट चार्ज अछि ता माने या पई गॉसियन सरफेस टा स्फीयरिकल इन शेप रो हबो जहार सेंटर रे ए चार्ज टा रहिबो एवं एटा तारो रेडियस ऑफ द स्फीयर. तो वर्तमान एठी आमे गोटे P हैला ऑब्जर्वेशन पॉइंट जोठी आमे गोटे इनफानाइटेसिमाल स्मॉल एरिया कंसीडर कलु जहाँ हैला एरिया वेक्टर एवं जहार डायरेक्शन हैला along the outward drawn normal तो जहार डायरेक्शन हैला along the outward drawn normal तो this is the direction of n cap so since this is a positive charge the direction of electric field is also along this direction so now to derive Coulomb's law we consider a point charge situated at the point O so since this is a point charge the Gaussian surface is in the form of a sphere with this charge as center and R is the or OP is the radius of the sphere, P is the observation point. Thus, the direction of electric field intensity is away from the positive charge and the direction of area vector is outward drawn normal. So, at the point P, we consider a small elementary area which is known as area vector. So, from the diagram, we get the conclusion that the electric field intensity and area vector are in the same direction or are parallel to each other. So, the angle between the electric field intensity and area vector is 0 degree. Okay. So, now let us consider a point charge plus Q at point O. Okay. In an homogeneous medium of permittivity E naught. Okay. So, let us consider a point charge plus Q at point O in an homogeneous medium of permittivity E naught. Let the point O be the center of the sphere. Let the point O be the center of the sphere of radius r or Gaussian surface. Okay. So, let the point O be the center of the sphere of radius r or Gaussian surface. Okay. Now, from here we see that OP is equal to R, that is radius of the sphere, and theta is equals to angle between electric field intensity and area vector, that is 0 in this case. तो OP हैला रेडियस R एंड थीटा हैला n कैप आउ E भितर एंगल जोटा वर्तमान आम डायग्राम पई 0 अछि. ओके. तो नाउ using गॉस लॉ तो जदि आम गॉस लॉ अप्लाई करवा जे टोटल आउटवर्ड इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स ऑफ ए क्लोज सरफेस is equal to 1 by E naught times total charge enclosed by the surface. तो आम लिखा क्लोज इंटीग्रेशन E vector dot ds vector is equals to Q by E naught. ओके तो बर्तमान नेक्स्ट है आमर A dot B is equal to AB cos theta. In similar way we can write implies that close integration EDS is equal to EDS cos theta is equal to your Q by E naught. Okay, and we see that theta is equal to 0 in this case. तो ये केस रे थीटा टा 0 अच्छी तो सेति पई हम लिखि परिबा EDS cos 0 क्लोज इंटीग्रेशन EDS cos 0 degree is equals to Q by E naught, or this implies that close integration EDS is equal to Q by E naught since cos of 0 degree is equals to 1. तो जेहेतु cos 0 टा 1 तेणु ता जगह 1 लिखा आइछि लिखिला परे आसिला इंटीग्रेशन EDS इज इक्वल टू Q by E naught. ठीक अच्छे तो नेक्स्ट है तो E is constant of integration. तो we take out of the integration sign close integration ds is equal to Q by E naught. We take the limit 0 to 4 pi r square. The surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square. By using the formula of integration of ds is s and the limit lower limit 0, upper limit is 4 pi r square is equals to Q divided by E naught. So implies that E by putting upper limit 4 pi r square minus 0 is equals to your Q by E naught. So implies that E into 4 pi r square is equals to Q by E naught. Or this implies that electric field is equal to Q divided by 4 pi E naught into r square. So here we calculate electric field by using Gauss law. तो आम कहते इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कैलकुलेट करने दुईटा फॉर्मूला अच्छी गोटे तार जनरल फॉर्मूला आ गोटे है आम गॉस लॉ को अप्लाई करके इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कैलकुलेट करी पारिबा. तो गॉस लॉ को अप्लाई करके बाहर करवा इजी. ओके तो वर्तमान गॉस लॉ को मुझे अप्लाई करके इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ए स्पीयर रो कैलकुलेट कली. तो ना वर्तमान है टू डिराइव Coulomb's law to derive Coulomb's law, let us consider another point charge. Let us consider a test charge Q1 at point P. तो Coulomb's law को derive करबा पई आउ गोटे टेस्ट चार्ज Q1 आमे P पॉइंट रे कंसीडर कलु ताहले तापरे केते फोर्स पड़िबो. फोर्स बाय टेस्ट चार्ज Q1 due to the field of Q. तो Q1 रे Q रो फील्ड रो अछि तो तापरे केते फोर्स पड़िबो. फॉर्मूला कोन ना F इक्वल्स टू Q इंटू E. तो E आम एबे कैलकुलेट कले तो लिखि परिबा Q E हैला एटा हैला Q1 इंटू E. तो Q1 इंटू Q डिवाइडेड बाय 4 पाई E नॉट r स्क्वायर एबे कैलकुलेट करथिले. तो इम्प्लाइज दैट आम लिखि परिबा F इज इक्वल्स टू 1 बाय रीअरेंज करिकी q1 into q divided by r square, which is the Coulomb's law, which is the Coulomb's law. Okay, so भाई we are starting from Gauss law and reach at Coulomb's law. So this is the derivation of Coulomb's law from Gauss law. Okay, so today this much. Thank you all.